Yo, what is up guys? Welcome back to the channel. So on today's video we'll be talking about the Bloodthirsty Orochi. This is the part 6 of the spell card explanation. Um well, let's just jump right into it. Um it costs the same for you guys to get the spell. Currently I'm using 3 spell. I was planning on getting Orochi later when I upgraded my Vulcan to level 5. Okay, so what is Orochi? So Orochi is a lane spell, which can target upper, middle, and lower the higher your level goes. So Orochi deals direct DOT damage, but the thing about Orochi is that the direct damage will not kill the enemy, so it only can make your enemies HPs go to 1 because it is current HP every turn time 50% DOT damage. So it will not kill because it is not max HP, it is current HP. Okay, so the skill duration is 12 turn and it actually applies starting from the first turn. As you go to level 2, the turn increase to 14 turn. Level 3 you can now pick lower lane. Level 4 for 60 turn. Level 5 for the middle lane. Level 6 for 20 turn and level 7 for 24 turn. So what is the optimal level for this spell? It is actually level 5 because you can now pick any lane that you want this spell to go on. And the thing is that this spell is also like Viper. It is actually very useful in Guild Wars. Okay, the reason is why, because using this spell you can basically drop down the enemy HP to a point in which their HP are really low, and especially for venaka comp, which um depends on their venaka HP. So if you just Orochi venaka or Orochi the warrior, they will not survive the damage and will basically be dead because they will be put in a point in which they are really low on HP, and even the HP that are tanked by Venaka will also kill the enemy. Okay, so very good to counter Venaka team. Um, I do think that you guys should get it because in Guild Wars it is very easy for you guys to burst through Galenia supported unit. You can also kill Grand Hilder easily with this spell, and since it is direct DOT damage, it can pass through any units. And since this spell cards pass through debuff immunity, every unit could get their DOT damage. This spell will not proc Galenia, I think, because it doesn't really actually kill the unit, it just drop it to a really low amount of HP. So for those who doesn't understand the current HP every turn time 50% DOT damage, it means that, for example, the enemy HP is now 10k and it will drop down to 5k, it will drop down to 2.5k, 1.25k, um basically keep dividing into two for every turn that the Orochi um are present. The thing also is that if you are facing against seol team, they might be regening your DOT damage because actually seol give regen to defenders and magician if there are two defender present in their formation, but warriors will not get the HP regen, meaning that it will be very easy for you guys to kill the warriors, which is why Orochi is very good versus Venaka team. Another thing to point out is that I do think that a lot of top players are using Orochi and also using Viper because they are a very really good land spell. Sorry. Okay. So we'll just go through the showcase in which um, I lose because the enemy have an Orochi spell. Alright, let's check it out. Yo, so here are the example of Orochi not being effective on seol team because I told you that the damage DOT can be regen through, and since my team are not using any warriors, um, all my units should be able to regen the DOT. Okay, so as you can see here, the Orochi hits top lane, but Mamonir kept regenerating the damage, even though it keeps hitting him. As you can see, no HP being reduced by the, as you can see, minus 14k, minus 15k, but it kept regen by the energy shield and seol skill. So yeah, this proved that the OT spell, the Orochi spell, is not very effective if you are using it versus a Seola team. But imagine if you are using it on venaka team, which consists mainly of warriors. You can basically obliterate their team pretty easily because venaka will not be able to tank through the damage, and also your warriors will be too low when receiving those damage. Alright, let's just jump into the next example. I'll try to find an example of it. Okay, so this battle I still lose. So yeah, I tried to find the spell of Orochi, but I don't really find a lot about them in my arena because I am on Grandmaster 3. But let us try to see their top rankings and see whether those top challenger do or use any Orochi spell. Okay, as you can see, the top one rank use Orochi spell because there are a lot of venaka comp or attack team in the top rank. Um, the number 2 use Viper, number 3 does not use Orochi, number 4 does not use Orochi, number 5 no Orochi. So yeah, I do think that the Orochi spell is mainly effective if you are using it versus venaka team, and also very effective if you are using it in guild wars, same as Viper Ghost. As you can see, this player also use both spell, and this spell will definitely counter his lane. So yeah, he will be using it on top lane, which some people are using Venakas on. For example, if he mid white berry, he should very easily kill to the enemy top unit because all of their units are basically really low, and Venaka will not be able to tank. Alright, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.
お前はもう死んでいる。